How can you tell if your bass drum pedal is any good? And if it is good, how do you know if it's set up properly? After watching this video, you will definitely know if it's time for a new pedal, and you will know how to set up any pedal properly so that you can play it with ease. Stay tuned. Let's first take the pedal test to determine if you have a good pedal. Simply place your hand or foot on the pedal board, push down until the beater is pressed up against the drum head, and quickly let go. Then count how many times the beater moves back and forth. With the spring tension set at its lowest, where the tension nut is at the bottom, a decent pedal should give you between 8 to 12 wiggles. And if you adjust the tension nut to 75%, close to the highest setting, you should get 20 to 40 wiggles. The wiggle count is the main indicator of pedal quality. If it's low, it may be time for a new pedal. A good pedal will allow you to switch the beater angles to any position with a drum key. If your pedal does not allow you to do this with a drum key, or if it only allows 2 or 3 fixed positions, that's a red flag, and you should definitely consider a new pedal. If you have to use a screwdriver or an Allen key to adjust positions, I think that's absolutely crazy. Drum keys are drummers' #1 tool. We have these with us all the time. I have 5 of them in this room. 1 in my stick bag, 1 in my kick pedal case, and 1 on my keychain. Check it out. What I would like you to do is pause this video, do the pedal test, and then come right back. So how did you do? Were you able to adjust beater angle positions with ease? What were your wiggle counts at the lowest and higher tension settings? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to spend the rest of this video showing you how to set up your pedal properly, even if your wiggle counts are low. By properly, I mean setting your pedal to a general default setting, a good starting point. You can then tweak it further if you like. There are 3 adjustments to make to get a decent general default setting: the spring adjustment, the beater angle position, and the beater height position. Once you understand these 3, you will never have issues with kick pedals, especially if you use kick pedals that are not yours. Let's adjust the tension. Pull down on the spring while you set the nut to its highest position, where the spring tension is at its tightest. Then do about 10 micro backward turns, loosening the spring tension. The idea here is that you are setting the spring tension to around 75 to 80%. The tighter the spring, the more resistance your foot will have to deal with when playing it. 75 to 80% spring tension is a good starting position. The spring tension is where the pedal's natural energy comes from. Having this properly set is what allows the pedal to do most of the work for you. There are those who like a very loose spring tension, and that's cool. The idea here is to give you a good starting point first, and then you can further experiment with the tension settings afterwards. Let's adjust the beater angle position. A great starting point is a 45-degree angle. I find this to be an ideal wind-up position. If you set it too close to the bass drum head, it will feel like the beater is not coming back enough to give you a full solid swing, and it could cause you to play ahead of the time when grooving. It's like throwing a ball without winding up. To be able to throw the ball far, you have to allow the arm to wind up. If the beater angle is more than 45 degrees, it will feel a little heavy and could cause you to strike the drum head a little later than you like, causing you to drag the tempo a bit. Also, it could hit your foot and it will hurt. 45 degrees is a great starting point. Once again, if you want to tweak, you only need to reposition marginally. The third and final adjustment is the beater height. I like to use the holding of the drumstick to explain. If you hold your sticks like this, you lose all the weight of the sticks and have to work harder. Plus it feels really weird. And if you hold the sticks like this, way at the bottom, the stick feels too heavy and difficult to control. Well, it's the same with the beater height. If set too low, you lose the weight of the pedal, feeling like you are hardly pushing anything. And when you set it way too high, it increases the weight, making it harder to play. I have found that 5 inches is a great starting point. It's that sweet spot. You can do marginal adjustments afterwards if you like. When you set the spring tension to 75%, the beater angle to 45 degrees, and the beater height to 5 inches, you have a great starting point. It will allow your pedal to do most of the work for you. It becomes the engine and your foot the driver. Feel free to tweak as you like, but chances are you may not need to when you have this default setting. Now, I do have one more adjustment that does affect the way the pedal feels, something that drummers rarely consider before tweaking the pedal. Adjusting the bass drum leg heights allows the battered drum head to either get closer to the beater or farther. I like the heights of my bass drum legs the highest they can go. Watch what happens as I lower the heights. The batter head moves farther from the beater. This causes the beater to strike the head a little later. After adjusting your pedal to the default settings, try experimenting with the bass drum leg heights to see if it actually improves the way the pedal feels. You now know everything there is to know about what makes a pedal perform properly. If your pedal did not pass the test and you are not in a position to purchase a new pedal, just simply set it up to the default settings and work with that until you get a new pedal. The cool thing is when you are ready to shop for a pedal, you now know what 3 adjustments to make on the pedals that you are checking out in the stores. And you'll notice that some $100 pedals have similar wiggle counts as $500 pedals. This will help you get a good pedal without having to spend too much. Click like if you found value in this video presentation. Share with as many drummer friends as you like. Drop a comment below. Also, check out some of the links in the description below. For those new to this channel, or for those who have been here before who have not yet already done so, click subscribe and the notification bell to always be up to speed with everything that goes on here. My name is Marco Spadafora. This is Whole Lotta Drumming, and I'd like to say stay well, stay safe, adjust your pedal, and most of all, have a whole lot of fun. See you on the next video.